cool cats and kittens. So I applied a coat of thin and medium and 50% thin and medium and 50% matte varnish. And then I let that dry. And then I heat set that. And then I came back and added a coat of this lovely color right here. And it's a combination of yellow. I don't want it focused. Yellow ochre, Genesis heat set, and raw sienna, Genesis heat set, with some Mona Lisa thin and medium. And I'm getting ready to add a second coat. Isn't that pretty? I'll do a second coat and it cools off. Not happy with how this tail's looking. I'm hoping that it starts to shape up and I get some more paint on here. Of course, the tip is going to be a darker color. Let's see. So this is the part that would be going into the dog's bottom. And okay, this is this part here going around this way and down this way is the top of the tail. And this over here on the bottom is the bottom of the tail, which should have a more of a white finish. The tail, the bottom of the tail is, let's look on the cat. See, the top is like darker. Let's pull the cat's tail up. And see the bottom is lighter, see? The cat didn't appreciate that, did she? Anyway, so the way the dog's tails curl around is this is actually the top, and the top twirls on around to the bottom. This way. If you were looking at it this way, everything you see right here would be considered the top of the tail, and everything on the other side would be the underside. So it should be lighter with more of a white look instead of yellow. Yeah. Anyways, mouse is not pressed. I'll add one more coat and heat set it, and I'll call it a day because I don't like to run the new wave oven more than 3 times in a day. So we'll be back here another day. Well, I'll come back and show you after I put the second coat on this lovely, I don't know what you call that. What color would you call that? It's like a mustard color. Dark mustard color. Anyway. I'm doing a portrait cat. No, what's a cat? Yeah, we're doing a portrait cat. We're doing a portrait dog of Rufus. And Rufus had a nice coat color that was like similar to this. Nice bright color. Anyways, let's let this cool off a couple more minutes and then we'll apply another coat. What do you say, Mousy? You want to help Mommy? Hi, Mommy.
No.
Hi, Patrick. You want to help Mommy?
No.
No. I guess I have to do it myself. My little helpers don't want to help. No, you can't get over here. We'll be back in a few minutes. Hey, all you cool cats and kittens, we're back here with Rufus. So I didn't paint I didn't video the painting of his face details. But it's still a work in progress, right? They just come out of the oven, and that's what he looks like so far. I think I'll set his head aside for a little bit, and work on his limbs here. I think I'll do his paw pads today. His paw pads. His tail looks like it needs to be toned down a little bit. And I'm waiting to see if how much, because trying to obviously it needs to be toned down. It's too orangey looking. It needs to be more of a caramel look. It's a work in progress. There's the back side of the fluffy white side. I'll have to come back and get some put some gray and some light brown, give it some shading and details. That's what it's gonna look like when you get it into his I'll have to modify his body too, but anyway, that's basically what it's gonna be like. Okay. Well, like I said, we're gonna work on the paw pads. Look at some pictures of paw pads and see how best to paint those. We'll do them next. So come back here later and see what we're doing. Now, I'm not going step by step with this one. This don't really feel well, and I feel like painting. I just don't feel like videoing, so we just like painting. You just catching updates. This is Mr. Rufus. He's Lisa Joy's. Anyway. He's got a pretty caramel look. Right? So, yeah, I'm gonna work on them paw pads. I'll catch you cool cats and kittens back here in a little while. Okay, people, we're gonna get these into the oven. I'm adding this like a layer of ruddy red color to give it depth, and I'm gonna paint over it black and gray. Let's see how that gives it some depth. Okay. And I painted the dew claws. This kit doesn't have a carpal. Remember the cat had the carpal? The dog does not. Anyways, let's pop it in the oven and we'll be back. What? You helping too? Or are you what are you fussing about? You got something to say? I don't know why she's fussing. Mouse. What's she fussing about, girl? I don't know. Hey, beautiful people, let's go. So I decided to make some delicious brownies on this Sunday. And just for funsies, we'll look at them from right to left. These brownies here have Reese Easter egg chopped up on top. And these have Kit Kats chopped up on top. And these have M&Ms. I think they're the Easter M&Ms. Then we have play. And don't they look tasty good? Tasty good. Now I'll have me one with a scoop of frozen vanilla yogurt. Enjoy your Sunday, beautiful people. I know I will. Now that gotta decide which one I want. That looks good. Like that one. I just don't know. It's so hard to choose. So hard to choose, right? Maybe I should cut them in half and have half a couple of them. Yeah. That's a good thinking, right? Here, come back later to see what I'm doing on my painting. I'll catch you cool cats and kittens back in a little bit. I hear that if you eat your brownies, water's still warm, they're better. What do y'all think? Brownies. Okay, so I came back after the heat set that red, and I added a layer of gray, and then that's what it looks like. Trying to give the paw pads some depth, and then I'll come back and put black on it. I mean, I'm not going to just paint it the solid thing black. I'll come around the edges and paint black. And then I'm going to paint the nails on at some point. I guess I'll have to make my own nails because they're not sculpted on there. Maybe I should finish up the paws first before I try to attempt to paint the nails. I noticed that Rufus has some white on his fingers and toes. So we'll look at the picture again, and we'll work on the toes and the fingers before we come back and try to put the claws in. I'm gonna add some more detail to his face. I mean, I already went around his muzzle a little bit. I'm gonna add some more, repainted his nose. Yeah, I feel like he needs a lot more detail to the bridge of his nose here. It's the bridge of the nose. And his forehead could use some details work. And then of course the ears need touching up. And it's a work in progress. Of course we're gonna have to work with this tail too. Alright, that's what we got so far. I'll be back. Okay, people, we're back with our third layer on the feet. This is what our beautiful paw pads look like. Okay. And the paw pads. Okay. There's the little hands. And then with the dew claws. I'm gonna let these dry and I'm gonna heat set them. And I'm gonna set the kid aside. And I need to work on, looks like, I think Rufus has a little bit of white on the toes area. I'll study the pictures and come back and work on his toes. And then, you know, we'll do the nails and the shading in between the toes next. The white, the shading, and the nails will be next. Right, Rufus? Yeah, sitting here chilling. Still working. He's still a work in progress. Right, Rufus? All these kids look weird with no eyes. Just saying. Okay. I'll set this up here and let this dry. We'll be back. I won't bore you, so I'm just going to say, I'll catch you cool cats and kittens back here another day. This is Callie with Callie's Room with Reborn's Cats and Nonsense. And today we got a pet dog. That's right, Rufus.